How does it feel to win a Super Bowl? To become one of the 2 best teams in the entire NFL? To have a chance to represent the city you play for? My guess is amazing. The Super Bowl is the most watched televised event every single year. And get this, Super Bowl 51, you know, the one where the Patriots came back to beat the Falcons in overtime. That Super Bowl had over 111 million viewers, and it was broadcast in over 180 countries. This game is huge, and the victor is awarded the coveted Lombardi Trophy and the title of world champions. It must feel great to be the team to hoist the Lombardi Trophy in a championship parade filled with cheering, thankful fans. Well, a team that does know what that feels like all too well is the New England Patriots. And here's the killer part. The Patriots don't just represent one state, they represent 6. Those 6 are Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. So with every Super Bowl win, the Patriots bring joy, they bring excitement to hundreds of thousands of people. That must be one of the greatest feelings ever, if you're a Patriot fan. Too bad for me, I'm not. No, I'm a Lions fan, as in the Detroit Lions, as in the first team in NFL history to lose every single game in a season and go 0-16. The Lions have only won 1 playoff game in 62 years. That being a 1991 NFC Divisional Round victory over the Dallas Cowboys. That game was played at the Pontiac Silverdome when the Lions beat the Cowboys 36-6 to advance to the NFC Championship game. I mean, we were 1 game away from our very first Super Bowl appearance. So after defeating the Cowboys, we had to face a Washington team that we were no match for in the NFC Championship game. The game wasn't even close, and the Lions, well, they were embarrassed, losing almost like they beat Dallas 41-10. And with that loss, Detroit would start an insanely ridiculous streak of playoff losses. Detroit has not won a playoff game since that victory over the Dallas Cowboys on January the 12th, 1992. Since the end of the 91 season, Detroit has only made the playoffs 8 times, and with each appearance never advancing past the wild card round. Let that sink in a minute. How old were you in 1992? Dude, I was 12 years old and in the 7th grade, and I was using to skip it.
Skip it. Come on, everybody, skip it.
In the last 27 years, the Lions have been the laughing stock of the NFL. Even when they are competitive and in the season, you know, relatively decent, like in 2011 when they finished the season with an 11-5 record, they still aren't taken seriously. Well, Lions fans, why is that? One reason is that the Detroit Lions are only one of 4 teams that have never, ever appeared in a Super Bowl, with the 3 others being the Cleveland Browns, and they just signed disgraced former Chiefs running back Kareem Hunt. Good for them. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. The last time the Lions won a playoff game, the Texans and Jaguars didn't even exist. The Lions are the oldest team on this list, having been established in Detroit in 1934. Now listen guys, I've been a lifelong Detroit Lions fan, and this next statement is hard for even me to say. Okay, here I go. Detroit last won a championship in 1957. That was 10 years before the first Super Bowl was even held. What is it about the Detroit Lions as to why they haven't won a playoff game in 27 years? Let me tell you, Detroit Lions fans, it all starts with the owners. If the owners are not willing to take chances, make mistakes, and get messy, your team will most likely be bad. The Lions have been owned by the Ford family since 1963, and the Fords have done nothing for this franchise. The smartest thing they've ever done is draft Barry Sanders in 1989 and Calvin Johnson in 2007. When it comes to difference makers, the organization does not make any attempt to acquire them, with the most recent snafu being passing on signing Kareem Hunt to a contract. Because according to Bob Quinn, he's not a good person. Okay, Bob. Kareem Hunt's not a good person, but Matt Patricia was indicted on a sexual assault case in 1996. That case was subsequently dropped. So Lions fans, it begs the question, is Bob Quinn's relationship with Matt Patricia the reason he was hired? Maybe. But that's a question the season ticket holders can ask at next year's annual summit. Will the Lions ever win a Super Bowl? I hope so. But for now, I'm sure we'd all just take a playoff win. Hey guys, I am Derek P. Fields. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you taking the time with me. If you like what I do, go ahead and hit that subscription button. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up as well. Be sure to turn on your notifications so that you can get every upload that I post. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Derek P. Fields is out. Peace.